This is a short video tutorial on how to prepare individual measures and combine measures into strategies in RIBOSIM 7. I will demonstrate the process on a ready case of the Virgin River Basin model. We will use the case Scenario B Virgin Reservoir that was created in a previous tutorial. In this case, the river basin network has a reservoir, as well as diversions delivering water to 2 irrigated areas. We can apply different strategies to this model through the first task block and navigating through the combo box of available management actions. In this tutorial, we will create an additional strategy that would improve irrigation efficiency while extending irrigation areas. The strategies are defined through a set of files under the action subdirectory within the .rbn folder of your model. Directories starting with MEASTRAT refer to strategies that combine individual measures. The directory information file contains the name of the strategy, while the action definition file refers to individual measures, which are either active if the status is set to 1 or inactive if the status is set to 0. Definitions of individual measures that are referred to in the strategies are stored in the measures directory. These file names must end with .mes and be within 60 characters in length without spaces. First, open the measure extension of irrigation area A as an example. And the measure definitions are organized in chapter names within the brackets and properties under each chapter. All measures start with a general chapter where a description of the measure may be written. It is then followed by a chapter referring often to a node or link type, with underneath properties of the node or link that may be changed as part of the measure. For a list of chapter and property names that can be used to define measures, there is an Excel file in the installation folder under the manuals and then the preparing measures MES files subdirectory. In the intro tab of this file, there is a list of node and link types and a reference to another tab that lists the appropriate chapter and property names for each type. For example, for the fixed irrigation node, we can refer to the FIR tab, and you will find a list of optional properties that you can change for this node. What is required is a node name, which can be specific, or set to all nodes. Note that node names are case insensitive, and there should be no spaces in the node names. You must change the name in your network if it does not satisfy this condition. As you go down the list of properties, you will find 2 options to specify irrigation area. One that can be specified by hectares, and another one by hectares and time. In the latter, the hectare value needs to be specified per time step, separated by a comma. In this tutorial, the individual measures for extending the irrigation area of node A and B, as well as increasing the efficiency of irrigation for both nodes is ready. But I do suggest that you open these files to familiarize yourself with the definition of these measures. As we move on, the next step is to combine these measures into an overall strategy. To do so, make a copy of an existing strategy directory and rename the last 3 characters to either a number or a string. Go into the directory information file and change the description of the measure. Then, in the action definition file, set the appropriate strategies that increase efficiency and irrigated area to active. Note that RIBOSIM reads the individual strategies from top to bottom, and if the same property of a node is accessed in more than one active measure, RIBOSIM assumes the value from the last read measure. Once satisfied, save your file and navigate back to RIBOSIM 7, and your newly created strategy should now be visible. Then continue on to task 2 and 3, leaving all parameters as is. And once those tasks are completed, generate and view the tables of databases to confirm that the new management action is used in the simulation. In this log file, you can check whether the individual measures are read incorrectly and if they are attached to the correct nodes. If there is a node name that the model does not recognize, it will continue to run, but then it will write that the node is skipped in this log. Next, you can check in table 1.3 that the management action is correct. And because we changed the irrigation area in this measure, we can also check table 3.11 to see if the irrigated area for each node is as specified in our strategy. This log file contains the information that will be used in the simulation, and it should therefore reflect values expected with the measures applied, and not the values defined in the network. For more information about measures and strategies, refer to Chapter 6 of the User Manual Addendum version 13. And this is the end of this tutorial. Thank you for your attention.